What's up, good people? Ripping and Clipping TV. Listen, I've been gone for a while. I haven't posted any videos in a while because I have been busy, y'all. I've been busy with school, work, church, family, just everything. But I've been fishing, uh, but I just been too busy to even post any content. So I'm here. Just wanted to post a quick video. Hey, if you're seeing this, watching this, listening to this, hey, you're alive. That's the reason to be thankful. That is a reason to be thankful. Some laid down last night, had plans today, but they didn't make it. But you did. So that alone is a reason to be thankful. But today I'm gonna do a real short, quick video on I fish with a lot of guys, and a lot of guys ask, how do I tie my double jig rig? Double jig is pretty much where you have, and we do it for crappie fishing, is where you have two jigs on one line, which is allowed in most crappie tournaments. You have two jigs on one line, and sometimes differently, but this is how I tie mine. But today I'm actually gonna show you a trick. If you ever fish and you decide to, hey, I want to put a double jig on my line. If you already have one on there at the end, at the bottom, and you want to tie a double jig on there, I'm going to show you how to do it without having to cut this, without having to take this off. There's actually a way. I actually learned it myself. That's a good way to learn, teaching yourself. So I'm gonna show you how to do a double jig. With the double jig, you can set it as far as you want to. I usually set mine 2 to 3 feet apart from each other, and now sometimes I have gone further than that. And what that does is I fish a lot at the bottom. So if I'm in maybe 20 feet of water, this bottom jig is gonna be at 20, and that second jig is gonna be at 15. So I'm covering like two depths at one time. And if I move up and reel in a little bit, and this one's at 15, that jig is gonna sit at around 9 or 10. You do the math. So I'm covering 2 feet at one time. But the only disadvantage about double jig rigging is if you get hung and you losing twice as much tackle than you will just a single jig. You're gonna lose twice as much if you get hung and lose it. So just keep that in mind. Double jig, you have twice as much of a chance of catching, but you also losing twice as much. So at the price of tackle, make sure you got, you keep that in mind, and if you want to take that chance. So I'm just gonna use one of these, jigs that I just have sit over to the side. This is a small one. So I'm gonna show you a trick. This one is already been, some guys, this is to keep you from having to cut this and start over. Because what you really want to do, if you have nothing on this line, you want to tie your jig first that you're gonna have up at the top. But this is to keep you from cutting it. Just in case you're fishing with one jig and you said, hey, I wanna double jig it. So this is how I do it. Let me see, I don't know if you guys can. Let me see if I can get just a little closer. So I have my jig right here. Let's see. I don't know if this is gonna make it. Okay, that made it a little smaller. I don't know. Let's see if I can brighten it up a little bit. Maybe. Let it zoom in. Okay, so I have my jig right here. See the hole in the jig. And so what I do is, this is what I like to do. I will pinch the line. And when you pinch that line, and this is just for, education purposes. Don't pay attention to how short it is or whatever. When you pinch that line, you're pretty much making it one line. Now you may have some trouble trying to pinch it because you want to pinch it small. Make it small. You may have to do whatever you gotta do, bite down, cinch down on it. But once you pinch that line and you make it pretty much one line, you're gonna take it through that hole as if you was tying it regular. You're gonna take it through that hole It may take you some time. All right. Once you take it through that hole, this is what I like to do. Let me turn the camera a little bit. This is what I like to do. Once I take it through that hole, it's going to open up like that. Okay? I like to sometimes secure it down by taking it through that hook and doing it like that. That's just me. You got your own preference. That's just me. I like to take it, secure it down like that. Okay? This is not the final knot, but I just like to do it that way. And once I get it like that, you see how I got it? Once I get it like that, I tie what you call loop knot. And so what I do, if you know, you ouch, try not to stick yourself. So you grab those two lines together, you're gonna make a loop around your fingers, and then you're gonna take that jig head and you're gonna take it through there. On this, when it's up here, I do it maybe 3 or 4 times, and that's it. 3 or 4 times, okay? Once you take it through there, you're gonna, on that eye hole, have that on there like that. For those that know how to tie, you already know what to do. And then I just stitch it down as close as you can. Stitch it down as close as you can. And then when I get it close, I pull it around that hole. And I pull it tight. And that's it. And see what that's gonna do is gonna sit in that water just like that, as if you tied it on there from the bottom. It's gonna sit in that water, and that's how you want that jig to sit in that water. That's exactly how you want it, and that's how it's gonna sit. If you want to see it with all the line, this is how it's gonna sit in that water. And you can do that without having to cut your line and start over. If you already have a jig on there and you want to just add to it, that's what you can do. And see, that jig is gonna sit in that water. Both of them gonna sit in there. See, that's the one at the top. As you see, that's the other one. That's the one at the top, and that's the other one. And see, that's how they gonna sit in there, just like that. Sit in there just like that. And that's what you want. And that's how I do it. Now, I'm not saying that's the perfect way. I'm not saying that's the only way. But that's just how I do it. So, just a little tip for you guys. Ripping and Clipping TV. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share. You know I just do this for fun. I don't do this to become a famous YouTuber or anything. I just do it to encourage and inspire people through what I enjoy doing. All right? Stay tuned for the next video. Y'all be blessed. Remember to be thankful. Peace.